What if you could be the one pulling the strings, designing the puzzles, crafting the mystery? Today, we're going to become architects of adventure. We're unlocking all the secrets to building your very own, totally immersive escape room right in your own home.
You know that feeling, right? Your heart's pounding, the clock is ticking, and you're scrambling for that one last clue. It's an amazing rush. But what if you were the mastermind behind it all, the one who designed the whole experience? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. Together, we're going to build a fictional room. Let's call it Escape Rock. And I'll be your guide. Welcome to Escape Rock. Okay, so to build Escape Rock, we've got a blueprint. First, we'll cover the basics of a DIY room. Then, we'll craft its world, design some killer puzzles, add a little tech spark to make it pop, and finally, figure out how to host the perfect game. Let's get started.
All right, first up, the DIY escape room. This is all about your adventure, by your rules. So what exactly is a DIY escape room? Well, it's pretty simple, really. It's about taking all that high-stakes fun you get from a professional escape room and making it completely 100% yours.
And here's why that's so awesome. Look, commercial rooms are great, but they can get pricey, right? And you're always playing someone else's story. But when you go DIY, the magic is in the freedom. You control everything. The theme, the puzzles, the cost, all of it. You can build an entire adventure around an inside joke with your friends, or a piece of family history. The customization is limitless.
Okay, basics are down. Now for the fun part, crafting the world. Every truly great escape room starts with an immersive theme and a compelling story. This is so important because you're not just building a room with puzzles, you're building an experience for your players to step into.
Your theme is the foundation for everything else. I mean, just look at these ideas. Are your players going to be cracking codes in a WW2 bunker? Or maybe they're secret agents on a submarine? The possibilities are just endless. And the theme you pick, it's going to dictate everything else. The decorations, the props, and especially the types of puzzles. You know, a blacklight cipher feels totally natural in a sci-fi spaceship, but maybe a little out of place in an ancient Egyptian tomb, right?
So if the theme is the stage, the narrative is the actual play. It's the story. This is what answers all those crucial questions. Why are we even in this room? What are we supposed to do to get out? And what's at stake if we fail? A good story is the engine that creates that sense of urgency and gets your players really, truly invested.
And that brings us to the real engine of the game, the puzzles. This is the heart of the experience, right? It's where your players are going to spend most of their time, racking their brains to unravel the awesome mystery you've cooked up for them.
So, the most straightforward way to structure your game is with what we call linear puzzles. Just think of it like a set of dominoes. You solve puzzle A, which reveals the clue for puzzle B, which leads you to puzzle C, and so on. It's a straight line from start to finish, which is awesome for beginners because nobody gets lost. Everyone's focused on one thing at a time. Yeah, just like this. You find a key, that key unlocks a box, inside the box is a cipher, you solve the cipher, and bam, you get the final code. See? Super straightforward. Now, the only little catch with this is that if you have a big group, you might have a few people standing around with nothing to do while one or two players are solving the current puzzle.
So, to solve that problem, especially if you have a bigger group or more experienced players, you can go with a nonlinear structure. This is the complete opposite. Instead of one path, you have multiple puzzle paths open from the very beginning. Your team can split up and work on different things all at once.
Here's what that looks like. Maybe you have one subgroup working on puzzle A to get the first number of the final combo. At the same time, another group is tackling puzzle B for the second number. Everyone has a job to do, and all their work comes together at the end to solve the final lock. This keeps the energy high and the whole team totally engaged. Okay, now for my favorite part. This is where we get to add that little bit of magic, the ghost in the machine. You absolutely do not need a Hollywood budget to make your room feel super high-tech. Let's talk about how we can add a tech spark using stuff you probably already have.
This quote from Paige Ellsworth Lyman just nails it. A DIY room isn't about having the fanciest, most expensive sets. It's about getting players to use their imagination. And that's exactly what tech is for us. It's not about replacing that imagination, it's about enhancing it. So, how do we do that?
Well, the secret is to create what are called self-verifying puzzles. You know that amazing, super satisfying moment in a professional room when you type in a code and you hear that click of a maglock opening or a drawer pops open on its own? That's self-verifying. And for us, technology is the absolute easiest way to create that same awesome feeling.
And look at this list. We're talking simple stuff, things you probably have access to right now. For our escape rock room, imagine this. Players solve a riddle to get a password. They type it into an old laptop and a file opens with their next clue. Boom! Self-verifying. Or maybe they find a QR code hidden in a book, and when they scan it, it takes them to a secret website with a video message. These little tech tricks have a huge impact.
Okay, here's a pro-level tip for you. You can actually be the ghost in the machine. Get this, imagine your players solve a puzzle and they have to place, say, a chess piece on the right square of a board. From across the room, you can secretly use your phone to trigger a sound effect on a hidden Bluetooth speaker, like a deep rumble or a ding. Or you could even make a new clue appear on a TV screen. To them, it's going to feel like actual magic.
So, we've designed our room, we've built our puzzles, we've even added some tech magic. But we're not done. The final and honestly most important piece of the puzzle is you. As the host or game master, you are the one who can make or break this whole experience.
Your job is to be the guardian of the fantasy. So, here are a few acting tips. Don't read your intro from a script, memorize it. Practice your lines, get into character. And, this is a big one, do not offer hints unless someone asks for one. Let your players have those incredible aha moments. That's what they're there for.
But what happens when they do get stuck and ask for a hint? How do you help without just giving away the answer? Well, the best way is to phrase your hint as a question. So, instead of saying, the code is written under the table, you'd ask, is there anywhere you haven't looked yet? It guides them just enough so they still feel like they made the discovery. Oh, and another good tip, make sure the whole team agrees they want a hint before you give it. At the end of the day, that's what it all comes down to, isn't it? The ultimate goal is just to have fun. A great escape room, whether it's super high-tech or just uses clever paper puzzles, is all about that mix of story, puzzles, and your own creative spark. It's about creating a fun, unforgettable experience.
So now you have the blueprint. You know how to build a world, how to design clever puzzles, how to weave in a little bit of tech magic, and how to host a perfect game. You've got all the tools. So the only question left is, what mystery are you going to build?